This week on Brother Sports Talk, we have Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Texas A&M, why the slide?
Go Utes!
No, Sam, it's fight on for victory.
That's right. The Utes lost this week.
And we have Georgia Tech, Florida State. Another great finish by Georgia Tech.
Sean Khalifa, man.
The distance doesn't make any difference. Just call angle and they fake it. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Over the middle, it is Morgan. Morgan carries his defender, literally.
Welcome to Brother Sports Talk. I'm Ben.
I'm Sam.
And here we go. First up, we have Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Texas A&M has lost their last two games to Alabama and now Ole Miss and have slid out of the top 25. This could be a tough go, but Ole Miss was able to bounce back from their tough loss against Memphis last week. Here are the highlights. Kyle Allen drops back. He steps up, throws it, and it is tipped up and picked off by Kendarius Webster. The Land Shark defense of the Ole Miss Rebels comes up with the interception. Then you have Chad Kelly drop back, play fake, looks, finds Laquan Treadwell, the Crete Monee native, for the score. And the Ole Miss Rebels will go on to beat the Texas A&M Aggies 23-9.
And next up, we got Go Utes.
Sam, it's actually fight on.
That's right. Utes did lose this week. Here are the highlights.
Cody Hawkins takes a snap and gives it to Randall Jones, who scampers in for a nice gain. Later on in the drive, Hawkins takes a snap and gives it to his running back Davis, as Davis races to the sidelines and gets in for the score. USC up 7. The Utes turn on offense. Starts off with Travis Wilson sacked on a quarterback draw. No room to run, couldn't go anywhere. Later on in the drive, Wilson steps back and is picked off by number 35, Cameron Smith. And Smith takes that in for unto the 5, which sets up number 31, Samo Vicune, with the touchdown run. Hawkins takes a snap, looking for a receiver, and he finds number 89, Daquan Hampton, with the one-handed grab. Hawkins gives the ball to number 25, Randall Jones again, and he gives in for the score. 21-14 USC. Hawkins drops back once again and is picked off by number 35, Cameron Smith, who is in turn to take that in for a touchdown to silence all Utah fans.
Next up, we have Florida State, Georgia Tech. Another great finish. It looks like this year's college football playoff is going to be determined by special teams. Last week we had Michigan, Michigan State. This week we have Georgia Tech, Florida State. Georgia Tech gets a block kick and returns it all the way for a touchdown to win the game and end Florida State's chances. Here are the highlights. We pick things up early in the second quarter with Justin Thomas dropping back, throws it, and is picked off by LaMarcus Brutus at Tu Brute, and he takes it all the way down to the 2 where he is forced out of bounds, and that sets up the next play, a score by Dalvin Cook, as he goes in and silences the Georgia Tech crowd. But not to be outdone, Justin Thomas makes up for it late in the second quarter as he takes off on the option and goes the distance, finding the end zone to bring it to 10-13 with Florida State up. But that'll set up late in the game a 56-yard field goal by Roberto Aguirre, and it is blocked. and everybody trying to get away, but Lance Austin picks it up, and he will return it for a touchdown and to go on to win, with Georgia Tech winning 22-16 for the win. Not a lot of movement this week in the AP polls that was completely unexpected. But what we decided to do is, instead of talking about the AP polls, we're going to pick teams that are in the top 25 that could get upset. Sam, who are you picking to get upset this week?
I got Temple over Notre Dame.
Why is that?
Just got a feeling.
Yeah, you know what they say about feelings.
What do they say about those?
Don't go with them.
Who do you got?
Well, I'm taking Washington State, Wazoo, baby, over Stanford, the farm.
Why's that?
Well, Washington State was able to go up to Oregon and win. If they can do it at Oregon, they can beat Stanford, the farm, at home. And I think it's just going to take place. They've done it already this season. They do it again. Washington State over Stanford's my pick. So, a lot of shakeups this week in the college football playoff. Sam, your Utes, or whatever you want to do, they decided to lose. So, who are you taking now in your college football playoffs? Because I know you got some changes.
I got a lot of changes, but we still got number 1, Horned Frogs, baby. Number 2, we got Baylor. Number 3, we got Clemson. And number 4, go green, go white, Michigan State.
Where'd you get the go green, go white?
It's a Michigan State thing.
Okay. I also had the Utes, so this is actually my second week of changing my picks, but that is what it is. So my first two teams stay the same: Baylor and Clemson, 1-2 in that order. Alabama jumps up into the polls at number 3, in my opinion. They have a tough game, but they have LSU after a bye week this upcoming week. So I think Nick Saban and the Savy Sapester is going to take care of business there. But then at number 4, I'm still taking my beloved Hawkeyes to not only go undefeated through the regular season, win the Big Ten title over either Michigan State or Ohio State. So that's where we're at. So like us, subscribe, follow on social media, and we'll get the information out to you. Because we're Brothers Sports Talk. And I'm Ben.
I'm Sam.
And we're Brothers Sports Talk.